Hello, you guys. Okay, so I wanted to do a little vlog to chat with you a bit. I feel like I haven't done any updates in a while, and I just wanted to tell you about one experience that I've had recently. So you are attached to my rocking chair, so we're gonna be rocking. Last year has been quite a whirlpool for me. A lot of it has been stirred up by me, myself, and I. Fortunately, nobody has caused me any trouble but me, myself. And when you're going through hard times, you feel very sad. You're not sure why this is happening to you, and only after you have passed through it, you can see exactly what it was. But when you're going through it, it's quite painful and uncomfortable and scary. So after some time, I've been really into wellness, and not just like the surface pretty stuff, but like truly deep understanding of who you are, of what you want, sort of a growing experience. Can I share something? I feel like I don't know if there are people out there, same way I'm sure there are, but I feel like I've been innocent until my mid-30s. I think that my world has been shaken up, but it has never truly hit me. It has never occurred to me that some of the things that happened to me in my early years were devastating things. I know, it's crazy to say that. Some of us out there, and I know I'm not alone, had no idea that some of the life occurrences were bad and or in some way could be traumatic potentially. I'm also a firm believer that if you don't let it affect you, it won't. I've been to therapy for a few months, and I actually have been discharged. She discharged me herself. And there was no diagnosis, nothing. I guess I just needed help taking care of a few things, going through some thoughts, and most of the work has been done through homework, as I noted before. Most of the work that I did was done by me. Me, myself, and I, which I feel like is the best therapy you can get, is not when somebody tells you what's going on with you, or gives you a label, or tells you what's wrong, but when gives you things in your hands and in your mind that you have to dig and figure it out. So a lot of my understandings and a lot of my aha moments happened by myself. Most of the time it's before I go to sleep at night, right? Because that's, I feel like, the emotional buildup happens, and a lot of people seem to have a deeper understanding of life at night. And then in the morning, it's more energized and you're more driven and dynamic to do things and less to think about things. That's what happens to me. So thankfully, therapy helped me in part of it. I was discharged a couple months ago, and she actually suggested it to me multiple times. She's like, I think maybe you should be discharged, because I did notice that I'm just kind of coming up with things to talk about almost. The experience that I wanted to share with you is just one of the many things that has sort of drip-dropped and finally poured and became a puddle that then spilled over and opened up fresh water within me. I don't know if you like this metaphor, but I like to see it how it's, a cup of dirty water, and you just keep stirring it, and it's the same. So you have to keep pouring clean water in so that the dirty water comes out. And then eventually you get the clear water in the cup. And that's what I imagine happened to me. There's a residue there somewhere, okay? It's never 100% great, but it's manageable. It's something that I can control myself, so that's great. My big part has been, surprisingly, affirmations. I cannot stress it enough how detrimental it is to do it every single day for a long time. So I've been doing affirmations for at least 2 months now, probably more than 3, but about 2 months like solid. And the last month I've been kind of on and off a little bit here and there more. I try to remember myself to do it. Affirmations are not just listening and saying out loud. Affirmations for me was to stand in front of the mirror and for 10 minutes talk to myself, pump myself up, tell myself only good things. It would sometimes take me into tears. Sometimes it would make me smile. Sometimes it would give me shivers. Sometimes it would give me hope. And honestly, I truly believe it works. And there's no side effects, right? Then the other thing I've been doing is more meditations, but more like guided meditation, like 5 to 10 minutes a day. And during the really hard time, I really got into it, and I was doing it like every single day. I'd say for, at least almost 2 months, every single day affirmations, every single day meditation before sleep. That feeling of no control over your body was really messing with me as well last year. There's a bunch of things. I might do a whole video about that, but I also feel like I'm honestly getting more scared to share. I'm noticing myself that I am a person that changes all the time. The core of me stays forever the same. I have the same principles, same values in life, same things that I treasure and love will be forever the same. But then every year, every couple years, I change. I change my views. Sometimes I change my political views, then I change them back, and then change them back again, then I change them back. And sometimes you can see my spirituality goes up and down, and into religion, and away from religion, and then into spirituality and out of spirituality. And honestly, some of you made fun of me during the time when those shifts happen, and I really don't appreciate it. And it was like, well, now what's new that's she's gonna start now? Yeah, whatever the hell I want. Okay, that's how it goes. And I'm not gonna stick and be a same person forever. I 100% changed my mind unapologetically, and I'm all in. I'm all in. And I find myself to be an incredible person in that sense, that I'm brave enough to experience whatever it is that is catching my interest fully. I give it all. I learn it all from inside out. I put it onto myself and into me. I let it consume me, so it shifts and changes me, and that's okay as long as I stay sane and normal and still a good person. Like I said, my core stays the same. But I'm okay with trying things. I find a huge strength in that. I find that it creates an interesting life. And I know it's not for everyone. That's okay. I can change my mind. And so can you. So at this time of my life, I'm kind of away from all spirituality, from all versions of it, from all religion, all spirituality. I said it before. I'm even kind of away from self-help. I have found a place in myself that is a human. I want to affect my own life. I want to have control over my own life, and I do not want to put my faith into anything that's not me. I've been thinking a lot lately. I'm like, what if I was like to die? I know, crazy. What if I was like to die soon? What would be something that I would regret not doing specifically? Something that have already happened, it's the past. I have to forgive myself for all of my mistakes, for all of the hurt that I have caused, for all of the misunderstandings, some of my traumas that were done to me. I didn't even realize I have done that to other people as well, and I had no idea that I was doing it or that it was wrong. And I have come to conclusion with it this year, and it was a long road to forgiving myself, but it has happened, which I'm so excited about, because that has been a big change in my life. So when I was thinking about this question, one thing kept bringing back to me is something that I was very excited about a couple of years ago, and that's all the sound healing, sound baths that I've discovered actually through Emma, Whispers Red. Quite a few years back, she came to visit me, and around that time, she was going through a school when she was learning how to be a practitioner of sound healing therapies. So I remember watching it, and I was so interested, and she introduced me to those crystal singing bowls, and she even sent me one as a gift, and it was so beautiful. I still have it. And I remember the one time me and her were talking on Skype, and she was showing me this crystal bowl, and she started singing it. And I remember through the screen, through the Zoom, I just had like a punch, almost like a little stab in my heart. And it was so surprising. And I was like, wow, I just got like a weird, like a poking feeling in my heart. She's like, yeah, that's an F bowl. And it actually corresponds with your heart center. So that was very fascinating. And she sent me that one, and I love it so much. And I still have it. It's on my shelf. So I've been thinking a lot about just bringing something for me to enjoy. You guys know I love gardening, and I'm still doing a lot of gardening, but I'm trying to slow down because, again, I hurt my back last year because I kind of overdid it. So this year I'm trying to take it slow and do small projects here and there, not to kind of ruin my health again, because I can totally do it real quick. If I start piling up projects, it'll happen. So I'm trying to take it easy. But I've been really interested in the sound baths, and I go there. I've been going for years now, for a couple of years, and there's a few in our area, not as intensive, but some of them have been quite, I don't want to say life-changing, but really that's it. It's been life-changing experiences, that 1 hour to 2 hours that I just lay on the ground and just kind of in this meditative trance state. Some of these practitioners are truly incredible at this. I mean, they create this atmosphere where your body does its own thing, your mind goes in and out of different places. It goes from emotion to wisdom to energetic boost to a bliss to sadness to emotional kind of feelings again. And that's what I feel oftentimes. I see colors and I feel waves, and sometimes I feel absolutely zero, and all I do is criticize the person the whole time, and I just never come back to that practitioner. It's not a problem with the practitioner, it's just we're not vibing. That's what I think. I'm not going to leave a bad review, but I just make a note for myself that this person may be not for me. So I really wanted to learn more about it. And over last weekend, I went and signed up for a workshop in Palm Springs. Well, it's like Palm Desert. And I've signed up for this workshop. And it's been, oh my gosh, it has been that last few drops that I needed to fill my cup, to let it pour out and over and just cleanse my soul in a way. And it's not just the workshop, it's just that whole weekend. So I spent 2 days learning this first level of sound practitioner, sound healing practitioner. And the sound master had this beautiful setup of multiple gongs and crystal singing bowls, and we learned all these different instruments, and so amazing. We've tried playing with drum, which was very surprising to me. It has created the biggest release in me is the drum. I always kind of felt put off by the drum because it's so loud and like, boom, boom, boom kind of sound. But there, when I applied it on myself or just like in the crowd, that was different. Like it literally opened me up and like shook things up, and I guess a release happened in some way. I cried like the whole weekend there, which was beautiful. And Oh, guys, yeah, I enjoyed it so much. Then the day before my flight, I had an evening flight back, so I decided to go on a hike. And it was Monday, and it was the solar eclipse day. So I went to a botanical garden. I was walking through this amazing garden. It was mostly desert native plants like different cacti, different cactus, palm trees, and I saw a little hummingbird nest. And there was a tiny little hummingbird sitting in it, and I was looking at it, taking a little video, and the ladies next to me standing, and they're looking up, and I hear them say, "Oh, here's the solar eclipse, it's 11:11." And it's literally, it was at 11:11, and I was watching this little tiny bird. It was just outside the egg. I mean, it was like this tiny, it was so cute. And I was like, "Oh, is a solar eclipse happening?" And they're like, "Yeah, you want to look?" And they gave me the glasses. So I looked at it with glasses, and I was just, oh, what a beautiful sensation. So after that, I went on a hike to this beautiful mountain. I'm going to butcher it, so I'm just going to say it. It's this trail. And I decided to take a hiking tour with a tribal ranger. So he told us all about these incredible stories about the Native Americans who lived there, how they used all of the plants medicinally, what plants do what different things. We tasted some of them. They told us all about the water system there and how Palm Springs are on this spring area. It's like an oasis in the desert. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. I felt like I connected to planet Earth that weekend. Just one beautiful sensation after the other. I felt so whole, so full of life, just so ready for whatever it is. And then after that, I went to another hike, and it's like a palm oasis hike. And oh my gosh, I did not expect to see that. It's like a beautiful stream that runs in the mountains, and a huge forest of palm trees, and you just walk under them, and they're gigantic, and it's so quiet. Only you can hear something is when the wind comes through, and you hear the leaves just shushing and moving around. I don't know. I'm still remembering it, and it's just like a dream. That was only 2.5 days trip, and it was truly, truly beautiful. I've met amazing people on that workshop, so now I'm a little bit obsessed, okay? So I got myself the whole set. Yes, I did. Let me show you. So I have been practicing a lot on the ground here. Kind of tried putting my bowls in different ways. Okay, so these are all of my bowls that I have. I also have these instruments that I work with. Here's the bowl from Beautiful Emma. So this is my look at my bowls. You want me to sing you some? Okay, so you guys, I did not think about this. I'm not wearing the right pants and all that. But I just wanted to give you a little listen just for a second, okay? Just to share something with you. Okay, so it's really hard to get into the intention state when I'm bubbly like that. So I'll just do like a minute, okay? So my intention right now is to create a place of love, of acceptance, of just something beautiful, blissful, and enjoyable for you. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed it for a few seconds. Thank you so much for joining me. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much for sticking around with me, for supporting me, for seeing me for whoever I am, and enjoy my company, and I enjoy your company. And thank you so much for your constant support. I see you. I know who you are. I know you. Okay, and whatever you see in me is in you. So thank you so much again. I love you guys. Bye bye.